your love and grace in every game we play. Grant all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event and in all that we do. We ask for your grace that you would grant us the endurance to pursue our heavenly prize, eternal life with your Son. Amen.
Flag was on the other side of that. Spread it out, that way we, yeah. Exactly.
All right.
Hey, we're cute. Let's go.
Getting ready for the 7th grade match. We got the Rowdy Dads together from last night.
That's what we're known as now, the Rowdy Dads?
I don't know. That's a working title.
At least you're doing the cheers, right?
Is she in the way?
No.
Am I in the way?
You're in the
I
camera.
am
They
in
can
the
see
way.
you at home in their
They'll
living room.
probably be able to hear me
They
too.
won't be able to see you.
It's all
Go
the way.
volleyball!
Just don't lean back.
Irish starting with Zoe, Kirsten, Rose, Jill, Cecilia, Grace, Annalise at libero. Wildcats will have first serve, get things started. And away we go. Short serve drops in front of Kirsten and Zoe. Point to the Wildcats. Second serve, Grace pops it up and over. Attack on the overpass. Drops on the Irish side for a Wildcat point. Over. Grace into the net. Jill can't dig it out.
Let's go, Irish.
Now that serves into the ceiling. Side out to the Irish. Zoe to serve, trailing 3-1.
Let's go, guys. Come on, Zoe.
Zoe serve is an ace. Zoe's next serve. Put into the stands by the Wildcats for another Irish ace. Zoe serve in the back corner for another ace. Zoe's serve popped up into the ceiling, kept alive and over. Rose tips it back. And the Wildcats were in the net on the block attempt. Zoe's serve mishandled by the Wildcats.
And all of our daughters here. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Zoe's serve is another ace. Zoe's serve was an ace, but before that, the Wildcats were out of rotation.
You weren't expecting this, were you?
Zoe floats the serve over, popped up by the Wildcats. Bump set, doesn't hit the ceiling. Attack is leaning out, and that's where it'll land.
Good job, Zoe. Keep it up.
Zoe's next serve mishandled, another ace. And the Wildcats need a timeout.
Maybe go back to 3? Okay, all right. Okay, we're going. Check. Okay, we're going back to 3.
Where were you? There was a game where you didn't yell at me? Or were you not there? Because Thomas had to yell at me. Yeah. Because Slime yelled at Omaha and nothing, so Thomas yelled at me.
Well, that's what Jocelyn told me last night. She goes, Dad, it was not like this when you walked in.
Wildcats took the timeout. Irish with a 10-3 lead. Zoe serving. Driven deep and a little too wide. Side out to the Wildcats. It's 10-4 Irish. Served over. Zoe pops it up. Jill bump set. Kirsten will push it over. Popped up by the Wildcats, sent over free. Grace, and puts it to the stands, or the Irish bench. Point to the Wildcats. Wildcats serve. Popped up by Grace, but towards the stands. Another Wildcat point. Annalise will come in for Grace.
Let's go, Irish.
Short serve drops in front of Cecilia.
Way to go, Cecilia. Good job.
Served over. Zoe. Kirsten with the help, but she didn't hit enough on it. The help call came a little late. Wildcats still serving with the 10-8 lead. Cecilia will send it over. Sent right back. Tipped around. Rose will get it over. And that's headed towards the scorer's table. That's where it'll drop side out to the Irish. Kirsten to serve with the 11-8 lead. Kirsten serve catches the rafters. Side out back to the Wildcats. Irish still with the 11-9 lead. Wildcats serve. Annalise sends it over, gets a friendly tip from the tape, drops for an Irish, side out. Grace back in to the front row. Annalise out. Rose to serve. 12-9 lead for the Irish. Rose to serve. Popped up. Over. That's tight. And the Wildcats were in the net on the set attempt. Point to the Irish. Rose floats one over, sent right back. Kirsten with the pass. Jill keeps it alive, but Grace can't get there. Side out, Wildcats. Savannah will check in for Rose. That serve is into the net, side out back to the Irish. Jill will serve with the 14-10 lead here in set number 1. Jill misfires on the serve, side out Wildcats. 14-11 Irish. Served over Zoe with the pass. Jill, Savannah from deep, but can't get it over. (14-12) Irish. Point to the Irish. Can't tell if she stepped on. It must have been stepped on the line. Little obstructed view. Cecilia to serve with the 15-12 lead. And misfired on that serve, side out to the Wildcats. (15-13) Irish. She's over. Grace pops it up and over. Sent back. Grace attacks it right back. Zoe keeps it alive. Jill off the ceiling. Cecilia, but they're going to say the first one was not a block, and that's the 4th hit. That serve falls short, side out back to the Irish. Grace will serve with the 16-14 lead. Rose will check in for Savannah.
Good job, Savannah.
Grace's serve drops in for an ace. Grace's next serve. Sent to the back wall for an Irish ace. Grace, short one, sent over. Celia with the pass. Jill sets. Zoe pops it, not quite over. Side out to the Wildcats. Annalise in for Grace. That serve lands out, side out back to the Irish. Zoe to serve with the 19-15 lead. Zoe drives it, dug up, not high enough, Irish ace. Wildcats will substitute. Zoe's next serve, driven deep, shanked off into the stands for an Irish ace. Zoe's next serve. Lands in for another ace. Zoe's serve. That's off the backboard. Another Irish point. And the Wildcats will use their final timeout of the set. After the Wildcats' second and final time out of the set, Zoe with the serve, leading 23-15. Zoe, too much on that one, side out Wildcats. Short, Kirsten sends it right over. Scramble drill, gets it over. Annalise sends it right back into the net, and it'll drop side out. Set point Irish. Kirsten with the serve. Floats it over. Popped up. It's going to be tight to the net, and that's where it'll drop. Irish takes set number one, 25-16. Audio.
Don't distract me, Emily. She needs to concentrate. The girl doesn't have a suit. Why are they doing Captain Joe?
Trying to channel last night. Yeah. getting set for set number 2. Irish took set number 1, 25-16. Irish will have first serve. Zoe, Kirsten, Rose, Jill, Cecilia, Grace. Annalise will come in for Grace in the back row.
I'm not going to cancel that.
Lineups are checked. Zoe's got the ball, and away we go. Zoe's first serve is in for an ace. Zoe's next serve is an ace. Zoe serves another one, popped up, kept alive, free ball coming off the ceiling, out of bounds to the Irish. Zoe drives it low, tips the tape, and drops in for an ace. Zoe's next serve. Popped up, it's tight, it's into the net. Not handled, Irish point. Wildcat substitute. Zoe's serve is another ace. Zoe's serve floated over, popped up off the ceiling, and drops for an Irish point. Popped up. And not handled on the third ball, Irish point. And the Wildcats will take a timeout. Zoe on the serve still after the Wildcats' first time out of the set. That serve is down for another ace. Wildcats will make another substitution. So he floats that one over. It's popped, overpass. Rose pops it up. Jill sets. Rose gets it over free. Popped over, tipped over. Cecilia pops it up. Jill rolls it over, and that drops in on the free ball. Zoe serve sent into the net support. Serve tips the tape and drops, gets the Irish roll. Zoe served deep and a little too deep. That ends the service run. 12 unanswered points for the side out. 12-1 Irish as the Wildcats serve for the first time in the second set. Serve is a side out service error into the net. Kirsten to serve with a 13-1 lead. Popped up and over. Cecilia will tip it right back. That's attack. Zoe with the pass. Chill bump set for Cecilia. Her attack finds the floor.
I see you, Joel.
Kirsten serve tips the net and touched. Irish getting the home court rolls off the tape tonight. Kirsten floats that one over. It's going to be tight to the net. Rose attacks the overpass. Popped up and then into the net for an Irish point.
Adam, I can't hear you.
Kirsten floats it over. Popped up off the ceiling. Kept alive over free and then it drops. Couple Irish hesitated, nobody went for it. Side out to the Wildcats, 16-12 Irish lead. 16-2, excuse me. And Wildcats were out of rotation, point to the Irish. Annalise out, Grace in, Rose to serve, 17-2 Irish lead. Rose's serve is an ace. Rose drives it deep, popped up, set, free ball is over. Cecilia tips it to Jill, Jill sends it over free. Wildcats pop it up, send it over free. Zoe with the pass. Jill sets for Grace. Her attack gets deep and is set into the stands for an Irish point. Rose floats it over. Popped up. Kirsten with the pass. Jill sets. Grace sends it over free. Popped up but not handled on the second ball. Point to the Irish. Rose, that serve is mishandled. Side out to the Wildcats. But it's 20-3 Irish. Over. Zoe pops it up and over. Wildcats pop it up and then double hit. Side out back to the Irish. Jill with the serve, leading 21-3. Jill serve sent towards the stands, kept alive. Free balls coming to the Irish stands. Point Irish. Jill serve. That's sent the wrong direction. That's an Irish ace. Jill serve, floated over, popped up, off the ceiling, out of bounds. Irish point, match point to the Irish. Jill serve, mishandles, and that will do it. 7th graders bounce back after last night at Rankin, winning it in straight sets, 25-16, 25-3. Long service run from Zoe to get that second set started. We'll have the 8th grade match in about 20 minutes. right, getting ready for the 8th grade match. Last night, the 8th graders played 2 extended sets, dropped them both, but looking to bounce back tonight. It's like the Irish will have first serve with Ash, Sam, Teresa, Maya, Zoe, Sophia. Grace just came in for Sophia at libero. First serve to Ash.
Come on, Ash.
Popped up by the Wildcats. Set to no one in particular, drops for an Irish point. Ash's serve, pass forward. Set, middle attack, into the block of Teresa, sent right back. Sam with the pass. Ash sets for Maya. Her attack tips the tape and drops for an Irish point. Ash's serve popped up, sent towards the scorer's table. That's roll drop, Irish point. Ash's serve, it's deep, put in for an ace. Serve popped up, but mishandled. Ash's next serve. Too much on that side out to the Wildcats, but the Irish lead 5-1. Wildcats first serves deep. Zoe passes it up. Sam keeps it alive. Ash sends it over. Popped up by the Wildcats. Off the ceiling. Still up there, and then it drops. Wildcats lost it in the rafters. Point to the Irish. Sam to serve with the 6-1 lead. Serve deep. Popped up. Tight to the net. Kept alive. Attacked and drops between Teresa and Zoe. Side out back to the Wildcats. Wildcat serve. Zoe ate her up a little bit. Ace for the Wildcats. Grace passes forward. Ash sets for Maya. Her attack is too deep. Out of bounds. Point to the Wildcats. Serve deep. Grace pops it up. Sam keeps it alive, but Teresa got to it. Sent it the wrong way. Point to the Wildcats. Served over. Sam pops it up. Ash bumps that for Teresa. She'll push it deep. Pass forward. Free ball over from the Wildcats. Teresa passes. Ash will set for Maya. Her attack. Too strong, out of bounds. Point to the Wildcats. We're tied at 6. Wildcat serves. Grace pops it up. Ash dumps it over. Wildcats. Back row attack. Grace passes forward. Ash bumps that. Teresa rolls it over. Popped up by the Wildcats. Mishandled. Third ball goes to their coach. side out, Irish. Sophia in, Teresa out. Grace to serve with the 7-6 lead in set number 1. Grace's serve is an ace. Ooh, that serve is into the net, side out back to the Wildcats. 8-7 Irish. Sam pops it up. Ash keeps it alive. Zoe rolls it over. Popped up off the ceiling, kept alive. Diagonal attack is going to be deep. It's out. Point to the Irish. Maya to serve with the 9-7 lead.
Go, Maya.
And that's an ace for Maya. Nice serve. Popped up, overpassed, and then drops between Sophia and Zoe. Side out to the Wildcats. Oh, but wait, the Wildcats were in the net. Points to the Irish. Number 5 was in the net. Maya's serve. It's popped up off the ceiling, kept alive, off the ceiling again, sent over free. Grace pops it up. Maya sets for Ash. Ash's attack went diagonal and out of bounds. Side out Wildcats. (11-8 Irish). Serve is too strong. That's out of bounds at the basketball court. Side out to the Irish. Zoe to serve with a 12-8 lead. Zoe drives it. It's popped up by the Wildcats. Push forward. Attack, tips the net, and drops for a Wildcat side out. And the tape's evening out after the 7th graders took advantage of a couple of them in the first match of the night. Wildcat serve, tips the tape again, and drops in front of Sam. Wildcat serve. Sam fights it off, but sends it towards the back row. Wildcat point. Served over. Grace pops it up. It's going to be over. Wildcat attempt to tip it back, goes into the net. Side out to the Irish. Teresa and Grace out. Sophia to serve, leading 13-11.
Go, Sophia.
Sophia's serve popped up. It's going to be over. Sam tips it back. Wildcats send it back. Sam tries to attack the overpass, puts it into the net. Side out Wildcats. 13-12 Irish. And Grace will come back in for Sophia. That serve tipped the antenna. That's out of bounds. Side out to the Irish. Ash to serve, leaving 14-12. She'll navigate some traffic from the 5th and 6th grade Beverly Manor team. And drive her serve over, popped up by the Wildcats. They'll set for an outside attack. Diagonal, Grace sends it right back. Tried to attack the overpass, then set up, and then pushed over. Grace, Ash for Maya. That attack lands in. And the Wildcats will substitute.
You're pushing it further down.
Ash's serve is into the net, side out to the Wildcats. Get serve, Zoe sends it forward. Ash sets for Maya. The attack goes into the box, but drops on the Wildcat side. Point to the Irish.
Don't put it in.
Sam to serve with the 16-13 lead. Sam serve popped up, set, outside attack. Grace got a hand to it, but couldn't do anything with it. Point to the Wildcats. Well serve, Irish still with the 16-14 lead. Grace pops up that serve. It's off the ceiling. Teresa kept it alive, but just point to the Wildcats. Served over. Zoe passes forward. Ash dumps it over, finds a hole, side out to the Irish. Sophia in, Teresa out, Grace to serve, leading 17-15.
Come on, Grace.
Grace's serve, kept alive, sent over free. Grace sends it right back. Set up. Push up, middle attack. That's going out, and that's where it'll land. Point to the Irish. Grace's serve is an ace. And the Wildcats will take a timeout.
Is all that birthday cake you had yesterday? Made you hungry? That's my girl.
Grace on the serve after the Wildcats timeout. Irish leading 19-15.
Are you waving at him? You're waving at him?
Grace's serve, pass forward. Bump set, outside attack, goes diagonal. Sam digs it up and over. Tipped around, then dumped. Wildcats in the net, or maybe a double hit. I think they called the double hit. Point to the Irish. Grace's serve that time into the net, side out to the Wildcats. Irish with the 20-16 lead. Served over, Zoe pops it up. Ash will dump it deep, but too deep, out of bounds. Point to the Wildcats. Served over, it's short, it's in the net, it's on the Wildcat side, it's a side out to the Irish. Maya to serve with the 21-17 lead. Served over. And ate her up, popped up, kept alive, off the ceiling, free ball over. Sam passes it forward, over to the net. It's not back. Maya now to set. Sophia will tip, popped up by the Wildcats. Free ball over, Sam passes forward. Maya sets for Zoe. Zoe had to dance on the line, managed to get it over, but set it out of bounds. Side out to the Wildcats. Irish lead 21-18. Sophia off the ceiling and down for a Wildcat point. Served over, Ash passes. And drops between Maya and Sam for a Wildcat point. Served over, Ash passes up. Off the ceiling, Maya keeps it alive. Barely misses the ceiling, and Ash sends it over free. Popped up, free ball over. Sam pops it up. Maya bump set, Sophia gets it deep. Bump set, outside attack. Sam keeps it alive. Ash puts it to the middle. Maya tries to go deep, and it's too deep, out of bounds. We're tied at 21. And the Irish will take a timeout. Wildcats will be serving after the Irish timeout. We're all tied up at 21 in set number 1. Served over and dropped into the hole for an ace. Served over. Ash pops it up. Maya sets for Ash. Her attack is passed over. Sophia got to it, then Grace. Maya will roll it over free. Wildcats pop it up. Set for the middle attack. That's going to be deep, but Ray's got a hand to it. Point to the Wildcats. Sorry, 23-21, Wildcats lead. Sam pops it up. Maya, ceiling ball. Ash recovers, gets it over, but gets it out. Set point to Beverly Manor Wildcats. Served over. Sam pops it up. Maya dumps her set over. And the Wildcats get some confusion. Side out to the Irish. Sophia to Zoe to serve. It is still set point Wildcats. Popped up, tight to the net, dumped over. Grace sends it right back. Wildcats tight to the net. Attack around the block and down. And with that kill, the Wildcats take set number 1, 25-22. getting set for set number 2. Wildcats will have first serve. They took set number 1, 25-22. Irish will have Ash, Maya, Sam, Teresa, Zoe, and Sophia. Grace will come in at libero. Lineup checks are underway.
There's enough germs in this place. We don't need to be sure.
And lineup checks are complete. Grace will check in. Wildcats first serve. Grace pops it up. Maya bump set for Ash. Her attack is deep and out of bounds. First point to the Wildcats. And serve, Grace pops it up. Ash keeps it alive. Maya rolls it over. Popped up. Set, outside attack, gets off the block, but down for a Wildcat point. Served over, Ash. Maya bump set off the ceiling. Sam gets it over. Set up, outside attack. Dug up by Maya. Ash sends it over deep. But too deep, out of bounds. Point to the Wildcats. Serve deep, Grace passes forward. Maya sets for Ash. Her attack gets into the Wildcat player. Side out and point to the Irish. Ash serving, trailing 1-3. Short on that one. Popped up. Free ball is into the net. Point to the Irish. Ash's serve, too much on it, out of bounds. Side out to the Wildcats. They lead 4-2 here in set number 2. After the conclusion of the 8th grade match, we will have a 5th and 6th grade abbreviated match. Not sure if they're going for a set time or points on that one. We'll just have to play it by ear. But right now, after we had to get the garbage can out, it's 4-2 Wildcats. They've got the serve. Popped up by Maya, then off the ceiling and down for a Wildcat point. Served over. Zoe passes forward. Ash sets. Maya's attack is down for an Irish point. Sam will serve, trailing 3-5. Sam serves, popped up by the Wildcats. Bump set for an outside attack around the block. Ash pops it up. Sam attacks it to Ash, who tries to push it, drops into the net, side out to the Wildcats. Served over, Zoe pops it up. Ash sets, Zoe tips it over the block, popped up by the Wildcats. They'll set, outside attack, diagonal, it lands out, side out to the Irish. Sophia and Teresa out, Grace to serve, trailing 4-6.
Good job, Teresa.
Grace's serve, mishandled by the Wildcats for an Irish ace. Grace's serve, mishandled again. Another ace from Grace. That's going to be tight to the net. Tipped high. And Sophia was in the net on that one. Side out to the Wildcats. They lead 7-6. That serve is out. Side out back to the Irish. Maya to serve, tied at 7. Maya serve, pass forward. Set, back row attack. Lands in on the line according to the down official. Point to the Wildcats. They have got the serve and the 8-7 lead. Grace digs it up, over, but out of bounds. Point Wildcats. Service error into the net, side out to the Irish. Maeve will check in for Sam. Zoe's serve is an ace. Zoe's serve is out, too deep. Side out to the Wildcats, they lead 10-9. Served over, popped up by Maeve. Maya sets. Ash tips over the block and down for an Irish point. Sophia will serve, tied at 10. Teresa comes in, Grace goes out. Sophia's into the net. Side out back to the Wildcats, and Grace will come back in. Served over, Grace pops it up. Maya sets for Ash, right side attack, popped up, off the ceiling, kept alive. Free ball tipped over. Teresa sends it right back, dumped back by the Wildcats. Grace with the pass. Maya sets, Ash attacks, it's off the net, and lands on the Irish side for a Wildcat point. Served over, Zoe passes to the middle, but nobody's there. A point to the Wildcats. That serve lands out, side out back to the Irish. Ash will serve, trailing 11-13. Ash's serve popped up. Set and attacked. Ash pops it up. Zoe sets, Ash, back row attack. Dug up, but then mishandled. Point to the Irish. Point to the Irish. Wildcats were out of rotation. Ash will retoss. Ash's next serve is an ace. Ash's serve is down for an ace. Ash's next serve is another ace. Ash's serve popped up, kept alive, attack diagonal, but out. Point Irish. Wildcats will make another substitution. Served deep, out of bounds, side out to the Wildcats. Irish now lead 17-14, and Wildcats will substitute back. Maya off the ceiling and down for a Wildcat point. Served over and drops in for another Wildcat ace. That serve is too deep, out of bounds, side out to the Irish. Sam will check in for Maeve. She'll have the serve and the 18-16 lead. Sam's serve popped up by the Wildcats. Bump set off the block of Teresa. Grace passes forward. Ash sets for Maya. Her attack is popped up off the ceiling and down for an Irish point. And the Wildcats will take a timeout.
Man, you can't kick the ball like that.
Sam will serve after the Wildcat timeout with a 19-16 lead in set number 2. Sam's serves popped up, but then will drop for an Irish ace. Sam serve, pass forward, set up, attack goes over the block, Grace sends it right back. Wildcats mishandle it, drops for an Irish point. And Wildcats are checking their lineup again. All right, we're ready to go. Sam serve, reached out and touched by a Wildcat. Irish ace. Wetzel substitute. Sam serve, popped up by the Wildcats. Bump set, attack, goes into the net, drops for an Irish point. Wildcats will use their second and final timeout of the set. Sam on the serve. Irish with a 23-16 lead here in set number 2, trying to force a third. Sam serves, popped up by the Wildcats. Set, outside tackle, off the block. Sam pushes forward. Ash and then Zoe. Popped up by the Wildcats. Kept alive, free ball coming. Teresa pops it up. Ash keeps it alive. Zoe rolls it over. Wildcats pop it up. And settle it down, send it over free. Sam, Ash bump set for Zoe. Zoe's attack off the block, dug up by the Wildcats. Tight to the net, sent over, but out. Set point to the Irish. Sam serve, dropped in, mishandled. That's an ace. And that is how set number 2 will end. We will play a third. Getting ready for our third and final set. Checking lineups. Irish left first serve with Ash, Sam, Teresa, Maya, Zoe, Sophia. Grace came in for Sophia at libero. First serve to Ash. And away we go. Set number 3 to 25. Popped up. Pass forward, sent over free. Zoe passes up. Ash dumps the set over, dug up, but into the net and drops for an Irish point. Ash's second serve is an ace and the back on the line. Ash's next serve popped up off the ceiling, kept alive, but sent over. Teresa to Ash. Maya's attack is out. Side out to the Wildcats. Irish lead 2-1. Serve short. Zoe digs it up. Maya keeps it alive. Sharp angle. Nope, it went around the back. Point to the Wildcats. Served over. Zoe passes forward. Ash sets for Teresa. Her attack lands out. Service short, tips the net. Maya got a hand to it but couldn't raise it up. Point to the Wildcats. Served over. Zoe pops up. Header stands. Maya keeps it alive. Teresa rolls it over, but it lands out. Served over. Zoe can't get in under that one. 6-2 Wildcats at number 3. Served over. Grace pops that one up. It's off the ceiling. Ash keeps it alive. Teresa to attack. That falls into the net. Served over. Popped up by Maya. Ash expected the ceiling, then it didn't come. Can't track it down. Point to the Wildcats.
Talk it up. Let's go.
Served over. Maya passes forward. Ash sets. Maya misfires on her attack. Point to the Wildcats. They lead 9-2. And a shoelace. Now we're ready. Served over, tips the net, dug up by Maya into the net, and that's where it'll drop for Wildcat point. Now the Irish will take a timeout. Wildcats on the serve after the Irish timeout. They lead 10-2 here in set number 3. Served over, Zoe passes forward. Ash bump set, Maya's attack, lands out. Low serve, Grace passes forward. Ash bump set, Sam loses the joust at the net, but the Wildcats were in the net. Side out to the Irish. Sam will now serve, trailing 3-11. Sam serve, pass forward, kept alive. Free ball finally sent over. Sam passes up. Ash back set. Zoe tips it, popped up by the Wildcats. Well set, outside attack. Lands out. And then ball lands almost next to me. Sam serve mishandled by the Wildcats for an Irish ace. Served over. Popped up off the ceiling, kept alive. Free ball over. Teresa pops it up. Ash back set, Zoe's attack, pass forward. Set, tipped over the block, dug up, but sent to the official. Side out and point to the Wildcats. They lead 12-5. Zoe passes up. Ash tips over. Wildcats get it over. Ash pushes it deep, but in by side out and point to the Irish. Sophia in, Teresa out, Grace to serve. Irish trail 6-12. Grace's serve, pass forward. Set up, outside attack. Ash pushes forward. Sam with a bump set. Sophia passes it over. Attacked on the second ball, but the Wildcats are in the net after the attack. Point to the Irish. Grace's serve, mishandled by the Wildcats. Grace's serve popped up by the Wildcats, then mishandled for an Irish point. Wildcats will substitute. Served over, popped up, but can't be handled. Point to the Irish. Grace's serve is popped up. Kept alive, but nobody tracks down the third ball for the Wildcats. Another point for the Irish. And the Wildcats will take their timeout. Grace on the serve after the Wildcats timeout here in set number 3. Serve popped up, a sent towards the basket, and it drops for an Irish ace. Not sure what's going on. Okay, Wildcats finally subbed. I don't think they ever put our 12th point on the scoreboard. Grace's serve popped up, kept alive, free ball rolled over. Grace pops it up, but drops and side out to the Wildcats. Zoe pops that serve up. Ash sets for Zoe. Her attack falls into the net. Point to the Wildcats. Scoreboard showing 14-11. I've got 14-12. Served over. Sam pops it up. Ash for Sophia. Her attack goes into the net. Serve popped up by Sam. Ash called for help. No help came. Point for the Wildcats. And the Irish will take their second time out. Wildcats serving with the 16-11 lead after the Irish's second and final timeout of set number 3. That serve is into the net, side out to the Irish. Maya to serve. Maya serves off the ceiling and it drops for an Irish point. Maya serve popped up, kept alive. Free ball is off the ceiling. Point to the Irish. Wildcats will substitute. Maya's serve eats up the Wildcat player. Maya's next serve popped up, going the wrong way. Irish point. And the Wildcats will substitute back. I'm going to assume that I double-clicked my score button at some point. It's 16-16 on the scoreboard. We're going to leave it that way on my screen as well. As Maya serves again. Pushed forward. Wildcats collide. Point to the Irish. Wildcats will use their second and final timeout. Maya on the serve with the 17-16 lead. Serve popped up. Bump set, outside attack, dug up by Grace, tipped over by Sophia. Wildcat set, middle attack, around the block. Zoe got a hand to it, but couldn't do anything with it. Side out to the Wildcats. We're tied at 17. Served over. Sam pops it up. Maya keeps it alive. Sam got the hand to it, but couldn't do enough with it. Point Wildcats. Served over. Sam sends it to the back wall. Nineteen, 17, Wildcats lead. Served over, Ash pops it up. Maya bumps that towards Sophia. She sends it over free. Popped up by the Wildcats. Set for a middle attack. Lifts it over the block. Sam passes up. Maya sets for Ash. Ash's serve attack goes into the net. Point to the Wildcats. Served over. Grace sends it right back. Popped up, going the wrong way, kept alive, and the Wildcats won't track down third ball. Side out to the Irish. Zoe will be on the serve, trailing 18-20. Maeve will check in for Sam. Zoe's serve is into the net, side out to the Wildcats. Wildcats with the 21-18 lead. Serve is deep and it hits Grace in the back as she was trying to turn away from it. (22-18) Wildcats. Served over deep again. Grace pops it up off the ceiling. Maya keeps it alive. Maeve gets it over and deep and too deep. It's out of bounds for a Wildcat point. Served over. Zoe. Maya lifts it. Sophia gets it over. Popped up. Set outside attack. Deep out. Side out Irish. Teresa in. Grace out. Sophia to serve. Wildcats lead 23-19. Wildcats pass it forward. We're just getting into rotation. Pushed over the block. Maeve pops it up. Maya sets cross for Ash. She tries to tip it over the block. Comes up short. Side out to the Wildcats. And match point Wildcats. Grace will come back in. Reminder, we'll have the 5th and 6th grade match at the conclusion of this 8th grade match after a brief warm-up period. That serve hits the antenna. Irish stay alive, but still a match point Irish. Ash will serve, trailing 20-24. Ash's serve is dug up by the Wildcats. Passed up, sent over free. Teresa sets. Ash tips over the block. Kept alive, but then dropped for an Irish point. Wildcats will substitute. Ash's serve tips for that and drops for an ace. And they'll substitute right back. Ash's serves dug up. It's going to be tight to the net. Maeve flips it over. Attacked by the Wildcats. It lands in. And that will do it for the 8th grade match. They drop it in 3 sets. 22-25, 25-16, 22-25. Be back with the 5th and 6th graders just as soon as they get started. They've got 5 minutes on the clock. I'm hoping that's their warm-up period. We'll be back after that. right, getting set for 5th and 6th grade. Looks like we're going to play 10-minute running clock. Sophia and Sam will be our officials. Final instructions being given now. Don't think we'll have lineups for this match. Irish coming out on the floor. Irish will have Josie, Evie, Hannah, Jocelyn, Annalise, and Savannah on the floor to start. Wildcats first serve, misfires. That'll be an Irish point. Evie with the first serve for the Irish. Serve falls short, side out back to the Wildcats. That serve is offline as well. Side out to the Irish. Ellie will come in for Hannah. She'll serve. Ellie's serve is over. Sent right back. Savannah sends it over. Wildcats send over a free ball. Evie gets it up, right into the net, and it'll drop for Wildcat point. Served over. Evie pops it up. Annalise pops it over. Sent right back. Annalise sends it not quite right back. Drops on the Irish side of the net for Wildcat point. Wildcat serve comes up short. Side out to the Irish. Jocelyn will serve. Tied at 3. First serve goes into the net, side out back to the Wildcats. Josie for Josie. Misfire on that serve, side out back to the Irish. Annalise will serve. Never mind, Kirsten will serve. We're stopping the clock. I'm not sure why. I thought we'd just run it. Now we're rolling. Kirsten's serve goes out. Served over. Josie mishandles, point to the Wildcats. Jocelyn pops it up and over. Wildcats send it right back, and it'll drop in for a Wildcat point. Over, tips the net, sent right back by Josie. It lands out, point to Wildcats. Serve comes up short. Side out to the Irish. Savannah to serve for the Irish. She'll misfire, side out back to the Wildcats. Served over, popped up. But Irish can't do anything else with it. Point Wildcats. Served over, popped up. Kept alive by Josie and over. And drops for an Irish point. 10-6 Irish. Josie for Josie again. Josie B will serve. Serve, tips the tape, lands on the Irish side, Wildcat point. Served over, Savannah got to it, but sent it into the net. Over. Jocelyn pops it up and over. Sent back by the Wildcats. Annalise sends it right back. Wildcats send it right back. Savannah off the ceiling. That'll be a Wildcat point. Over. Jocelyn comes up just short. Service error, side out back to the Irish. Evie to serve for the Irish. Evie serve is over. Sent back. Hannah and then Jocelyn get it over. Sent back. Hannah misfired on that one. Serve comes up short, side out back to the Irish. Hannah will serve. Served over, popped up by the Wildcats. They sent it over free and it dropped for a Wildcat point. Ellie will come in for Hannah. That serve goes into the net. Point to the Irish. Josie in for Josie. Jocelyn to serve. Jocelyn tips the net, sends over. Savannah sends it back. Point to the Irish. Jocelyn's serve is into the net, then it hit Annalise. Side out Wildcats. Popped up by Savannah. Ellie pushes it over. Wildcats send it right back. Ellie, then Savannah helps it over. Wildcats push over for third. Ellie slides in but can't get to it. Wildcat point. That serve is off the ceiling, side out to the Irish. Kirsten to serve. Annalise will take a seat. That serve lands out. Wildcats are going to make a line change, it looks like, or at least a couple of substitutes. Served over, Josie sends it back. Wildcats, third ball, make it over. Savannah sends it almost back. Evie was there but couldn't get to it. Served into the net. Irish point. Savannah will serve. Hannah in for Ellie. Savannah's serve is into the net. Wildcat serve falls short. Josie P will serve. Oh, just short into the net. Point to the Wildcats. Josie B will come in. Served over. Hannah got a hand to it. Couldn't do anything else with it. That serve, the antenna is out. Evie to serve for the Irish. Serve is over. Sent right back by the Wildcats. Annalise and Jocelyn miscommunicate. Drops for a Wildcat point. Serve is too short into the net. Back to the Irish. Ellie for Hannah. She'll serve. Ellie serves over, popped up. Second ball into the net, drops for an Irish point. Ellie's serve is into the net, it's point to the Wildcats. Clock running, we're at 2 minutes remaining. That serve is into the net, gives it back to the Irish. Josie for Josie, Jocelyn to serve. Served over. Wildcats pop it up. Dive for the second ball, can't do anything with it. Point Irish. Jocelyn's next serve lands out. Side out point to the Wildcats. We're just going to keep going. Wildcats have 25, but they're going to go to the time. Wildcat will retoss. We're at 1 minute remaining. Served over. Jocelyn misfires. only get to retoss once, but it's 6th grade, so we'll go it again. Second toss wasn't any better for her, unfortunately. Point to the Irish. Annalise will serve. That's an ace from Annalise. This should probably be the last point of the 6th grade match. Floated over, popped up. And that. And that will do it for that 5th and 6th grade exhibition. Well, we're going to do it one more time tomorrow night as the Irish travel to St. Thomas. 7th grade match is at 5 p.m. We should have it here on Irish YouTube. We'll see you then.